Hey friend, welcome back to Everyday Energy. Today, we've got a session that is perfect for couch rotting. You'll probably have to turn off the TV because I talk a lot, but we're gonna take it all from a very comfy seat, pad yourself up as much as you like. You can use the edge of your bed, your couch, a chair. I'm working with teeny tiny metal stool, so we work with what we have. This session is gonna unlock your hips and your low back, and you're gonna feel a little better after it's done. Sound good? Find yourself a comfy seat. This is not particularly comfy, but if you're on your couch, stay there, please, please, please. Just make sure wherever you are, you can get your feet onto the ground. You can feel your tailbone underneath you. Your pelvis stacked under your rib cage. Stacked under your shoulders. Stacked under your head. Oh, planting down into the floor, feeling the floor and the couch or your chair coming up to support you so you can float up into the sky. All right, now that we've got all our parts together, we're gonna start with a little breathing exercise. This isn't gonna require a lot out of you, but it's gonna be really energizing. So that's the feeling that we're going for. We're gonna take a long inhale all the way through our nose. At the top of that inhale, when we can't quite inhale anymore, we're gonna take another sharp inhale through the nose, and then we're gonna blow out on a like you're blowing through a straw. You could also do a hiss or an ah or whatever you want. I don't really care about that part. So long inhale, sharp inhale, slow exhale. Okay, we're gonna go for 5 rounds of that. Here we go. We inhale, sharp inhale at the top, exhale. Good, inhale through your nose, all the way nice and slow. At the top, one more puff in, exhale. 3 more like that together, but in your own time. Let your shoulders soften. Last one, here we go. And as you let it go, let's start to wiggle out the shoulders. You might roll them forward like you're swimming. You might roll them back like you're swimming. You might give me a little shimmy shake. Maybe get your neck involved. Your only job here is to move in a way you haven't moved yet today. We're not gonna be here very long, but you are gonna feel the difference. I can almost promise you that. Good, let it go. All right, I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit. Presumably you've got more butt space than I do. You've got a couple options here. We're gonna come into a little bit of hip rotation. So you've got the option to bring one heel in like this. You've got the option to take this like a figure 4, or you've got the option to cross your legs. If none of that feels good, you can just drop this leg to the floor, let it float open to the side. We're gonna be twisting this. So get comfy somewhere where you don't mind hanging out for a little bit. Let's find that length in the spine again, sitting up on top of the hips. This probably feels a little bit different already. Maybe you feel a little taller. Maybe you're starting to feel some sensations. Let's reach all the way up, and we're gonna twist over that leg. Whichever leg you bent or moved, we're twisting across it. Good, so you might not have moved very much at all. This could just be down. And we're just reaching over. You can use your couch or whatever you're sitting on. I'm so hung up on the idea of a couch. I have no couch to show you. You can use whatever you're sitting on for a little bit of leverage, but keep thinking about stretching up on the inhale and melting on the exhale. The leg we're ignoring, the one we left in place, can you cement that back pocket a little bit? Can you drop it down, try to leave it alone, leave it where it was? Good, my friends. On your next exhale, let's untwist this. We're gonna twist the other way. Don't change your legs at all, wherever they were. We're gonna reach up and we're gonna twist over. This is gonna be different. Ooh. Good. I won't make you do too much meditation because this is supposed to be chill, but the more we can divorce the idea of ourselves from the idea of our body, the easier it becomes to be like, oh, that's interesting, and just have it be devoid of meaning. It doesn't mean anything about you, who you are as a person, how successful you are as an athlete, or literally just having a human body. But you have a human body. You are not your human body, you know? It's just the experience that's happening right now. So what can we learn from that experience? And sometimes that learning just looks like noticing. Let's take one more deep breath here, and we'll gently untwist. We're gonna do the other side. Whatever you did with that leg, let's reach it up. And let's twist over the other leg, so probably going back the same direction that we just were. Your choice, whether you want eyes open or closed. Your choice, how much leverage you choose to use with your arms. Maybe while you're here, you focus on a little rock or a swirl in the pelvis instead of twisting. Maybe you just focus on letting your shoulders soften and drape away from you. Maybe you just focus on not trying too hard, giving this a good medium effort and seeing what happens. Let's take one more deep breath. And on your next exhale, keep your legs the same. We're going back up the center and we're gonna twist to the other side. Goodbye. Oh no. Oh, it feels different. My human body feels different on this side. This twist is a little more interesting. How's that? Can you soften your fingers and toes? Can you unclench your butthole? Maybe you find a little different kind of movement on this side, a little rock side to side, a little shoulder swirl, a little shake of the head no or a nod yes. What's going on? One more deep breath in, and on your exhale, we will untwist. We're gonna bring the feet back to the floor. Might feel a little different now. Plant your feet on the floor, and you got some options here. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see, but you can stay. I'm gonna scooch to the edge of my seat so I can lean forward and put a little weight down into my feet. You have the option to lean back for this. You have the option to add a little more pressure. What we're gonna do is push all 10 toes down into the floor. Come to lift our heels and slowly lower them back down. You could think of this like a weighted calf raise, pressing down to come up, pressing up to come down. Yeah, or again, you can just roll through the feet, but I want you to imagine you're putting your heels down on eggshells, yeah? Or like the one I've been saying lately is there's a whoopee cushion under your heels and you don't wanna make a noise. Just the air out of the whoopee cushion, right? Good. Notice if one foot is traveling faster than the other. Notice if you're getting any herky-jerky movements. I tend to get a little bit of stop motion on the way down. So trying to smooth it out. We might not get there today, we might not get there tomorrow or next year, but we're trying, and that trying is where the strength is gonna happen. That's where the progress is gonna happen. We're moving forward with our medium effort, not our best effort, because that changes day to day. But if your medium, half-ass, C+ effort can get a little better every day because you kept applying it, because you practiced, because you gave yourself time, that's the place you want to be. That's going to be strength you can feel and change you can notice, I promise. It just might feel a little bit different than you expected. Good. While we're here in this calf raise, just a little thought for you that this can be a fun thing to return to if your feet need a little love during the day. We work different muscles in our calves when we're doing calf raises with our knees bent versus extended. So this is a fun thing to add in if maybe you're getting one kind of calf raise and not the other. A little bit can go a long way. Good, my friends. Let's go for just a couple more reps here. Slow and steady wins the race, nice and smooth. Here's our last one. And we'll let it go. Go ahead and shake out your legs. We're gonna do a little funky one. Oh, do you trust me? Here we go. I'm gonna turn to one side. I'm gonna have to come to the edge of my seat. So I've kind of got one cheek on, one cheek off. Our goal here is gonna be to stretch this hip flexor. We wanna let it drop down. So this leg can be doing whatever it needs to do to get out of the way. If you're on a stool like me, you can just kind of sit and scooch to the edge of your chair. If you'd like, you could bring that knee up, coming into kind of a little bit of a pigeon pose on your couch, might be comfy. Whatever you need to do, as far off the couch as you need to go. We're gonna let this leg drop down and away. Ooh, you might feel this already. You might walk your foot back a little bit more. Hold on for dear life. We're thinking about gently squeezing the glutes, gently rotating that pelvis underneath us to stretch out that hip flexor. Sitting up tall. Maybe even untuck the toes, let that knee really hang. If this is giving you too much stress in your knee, if it's feeling like you're gonna fall off, let's adjust, let's back off a little bit. You could bring that foot closer in towards you, see how this feels. Ooh, but if you're feeling good, your only job here is to hang out and try your best to relax. If you'd like more and you've got the room to do it, you can start to lean back. Maybe you recline all the way to your elbows. That's never gonna happen for me. Oh, not today. Deep breaths down into the back pockets, letting gravity take over some of the work here. Oh, we'll hang out here for 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Coming out of this one tenderly. Ooh, scoot your way around. All we're gonna do is the other side. So however you set up for that side, make it happen. One cheek on, one cheek off. We'll drop that knee down. I'm thinking about rotating my pelvis forward. And we're just gonna hang out. That's all. Good. If your body is asking you to pay attention, if it's talking to you, if it's going, help! Hopefully it's not screaming for help. Hopefully you're not getting ambulance sirens. Hopefully you're just getting a, hello? The way we can communicate back with our body is through these big deep breaths, going, I'm calm, everything's okay, we're not going to battle, we're just trying to stretch out my hip. Yeah, it's like waving a towel in front of the smoke alarm. It's like, hey, not now, it's fine. Good, my friends, keep rotating that pelvis underneath you. Can you soften your collarbones? Can you soften your neck? And on your next exhale, let's let this go. Ooh, and you can be done. Thanks so much for making the time to move with me today. I hope you're feeling a little better. I hope you've got lots of yummy couch rotting time ahead of you, and I'll see you tomorrow.